Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Play fake. Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can...
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devontae Wyatt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fielded at about the 28. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Well, it's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught. But he will come down out of... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed?
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Packers had 10-5 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Vikings now heading on to the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. After one, it's 9-0. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll try to throw now. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Throwing. Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Clifford, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
I certainly thought they had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend for the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They go play action here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Clifford. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Clifford. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Clifford. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Cousins steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Third and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Clifford. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. An inside give to Jones. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Looking to throw. Clifford. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Operating from the gun, Clifford. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 3rd down, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Clifford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. Sly able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied